Well, hi everyone. It's Miss Tori from the Normal Public Library. I sure hope you are all safe and well. We sure do miss you hanging out with us at the library, but I'm so happy that we found a way that we can still have fun together. So today for our Make It, we are going to have a musical Make It, and we are going to make some shakers that you can use to make music. Next week on Friday, April 17th, we will have a jam session at 10 o'clock. And if you have not been to jam session before, we love our shaker songs in jam session, don't we? So we thought, why not make some shakers that we can enjoy at home either for jam session or anytime we want to make music. So we're going to make some shakers today. And then if you join us on April 17th at 10 o'clock on Facebook for jam session, you'll be all set. So let me show you some of the things that we have here today so that we can make our shakers. It's all things that you probably have around your house. I've got some empty Gatorade bottles right here. Any kind of container with a lid will work for a shaker. But that's what I'm going to use. I washed these out and took the labels off, so I have those. I've got different colors of food coloring. I've got vinegar. And we are going to dye some rice today, okay? Because you can either choose to make it super simple and just decorate the outside of your container and just throw something in to make the sound, like rice or pasta or something else. Or what we're going to do today is we're going to color the rice. We're going to dye the rice to put inside. And I still put, and maybe you can see, I still put some decorations on the outside with some permanent markers. But I thought it would be fun to show you how easy it is to dye rice and pasta at your house. Now you can't really tell, maybe if I turn this a little bit so you can see, I have put a tablecloth over my table that I can wipe off when I'm done, because I don't know about you, but I tend to make a mess when I'm having fun making crafts. So first I covered my table. Now you might have newspapers you can put on your table or wax paper, something so that you don't make a big mess. So that's always a good thing. Then we also have our rice, like I said. We've got some containers with lids so we can put on them. And we also have some baggies. So here's a couple different options of ways that you can dye your rice. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to put some vinegar in each container. So I've got 3 of these containers and I'm going to do 1 in this baggie so you can see how easy it is to do it either way. Okay. Now, since I'm not using very much rice, I don't need to dye very much to make these shakers. I'm only going to use about 1 teaspoon of vinegar for each container. But you can just decide, you and your grown-up, how much pasta or rice you want to dye for whatever you're using it for. The rice is fun to make sensory bins in addition to the shakers. It's also fun to use the pasta to make really fun pictures. So many things that you can do. And it's super easy. So let me get some in the baggie. Put that in there. All right. So now I've got my vinegar in each container. So now I'm going to choose some colors. So I think I'm going to make some pink. I have some pink. And I'm just going to put like maybe 5 drops in there, but it's totally up to you. And then I'm just going to kind of swirl it around. Look how fast that makes it. But you can put as much or as little as you want. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 of those of the dark green, and then I think I'm going to do 3 of the light green in this one. It's totally up to you. Whatever sounds good to you. So I'm going to swirl that around. Then let's do some blue. I like blue. Do you like blue? 1, 2, I think I'm only going to do 3 of that. Let's see. I won't put as much in there. So we've got pink, and we've got green, and we've got blue. How about orange? Let's do some orange. So I'm going to need 2 different colors to do that. So I'm going to take some red and some yellow to make my orange. Now I'm going to need a lot more yellow than I will of the red. So I'm going to put in maybe 10 drops of yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those. And I'm only going to put in a couple drops of the red. 1, 2. And then I'm going to mix that up. Well, that's looking pretty good. I think that looks really good. All right. So we have all of our colors mixed. How easy was that? I'm going to put all my caps back on there. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take about a 1/4 cup. And again, the measurement's totally up to you and your grown-up, depending on how much you want to make for whatever you're going to do. But I'm going to put about a 1/4 of a cup of rice in each color. So I'm going to put one in there. I'm going to put one in the green. I'm going to put one in the pink. And I'm going to put one in the baggie, which is the orange. All right, so I can get that out of the way. So I want to make sure that I get this sealed really well. Oh, there's Hank and Wally. They're playing outside. I'm going to put all my lids on. And then with these, I'm just going to shake them up. Or you could use a spoon and just stir them, whatever you want. But since we're making musical shakers, we might as well use them as musical shakers while we're dyeing the rice. So here we go. Are you ready? I like the sound that makes. Let's get our blue. Oh, that looks awesome. And then let's do our orange in the bag. And just kind of move it all around to get it all dyed. All right. Ooh, these look like some great colors. All right, so the next step, we are just going to take off the lids. And before I got started, let me bring this over here. I got a cookie sheet and I just layered it with some paper towels so that we can spread our rice on there to dry. Alrighty. So let me get all the lids off here. And then I got a spatula so I can just spoon it out there. So I'm just going to kind of dump it in a line like that. So you can see, there it is. And then I'm just going to kind of spread it out. Now you could use your fingers, but you're going to get them all blue if you do that. So I'm just going to use the spatula. And we'll dump, what color should we dump next? Let's dump the orange. So we'll take the orange and we're going to dump that out here onto the paper towels. There they go. All right. And then we'll spread those out. Look at that. There's Hank again. I have 2 puppies at my house. Hank and Wally. Do you have any puppies at your house? All right. Next, let's go with the pink. Let's dump that on there. And we'll spread that out. Here it goes. All right. And then last, but certainly not least, let's dump out the green. So that's on there, ready to go. There it is. All right. I'm going to spread that all out like this. All right. Look at those awesome colors. I'm really liking this rice. Okay, so once you get it all dyed like this, we have to let it dry, okay? What I did was I just took my whole tray out and I put it on the picnic table outside because it was a beautiful day when I made some earlier, and I think I left it out there about 30 minutes, but you could always check earlier, and it also depends on how much rice you're doing. But I just left it out in the sun, like I said, for about 30 minutes, and then I checked on it, and it was dry by then. And so then once it was all dry, I was able to dump it all together. Would you like to see what it looked like? Here, I'm going to move this one. So when it was all dry, I dumped it all together, and there it is. Look at that. Look at all the colors. They look pretty cool, I think. All right. Okay, so once I did that, then we were ready to make our shaker. So you can take your bottle, and you can decide if you want to decorate your bottle first or last. Totally up to you. Doesn't matter. And like I said, since we colored the rice, you don't have to decorate your bottle at all if you don't want to, but you certainly can. Now, even though I'm not going to demonstrate how to dye pasta today because it's the exact same process, I did dye some pasta too, and I just want to show it to you. So I did the same process, and I dyed some pasta different colors. So those are a couple of different choices depending on what you want to put in your shaker. Okay, so I'm going to just take off the lid, and I'm going to get a funnel and put it right in there. And then I'm just going to dump some of that rice in there and let it funnel on through. And you can put as much or as little as you want in there, just like that. And then we're going to put the lid on. And you have a shaker. Look at that. Now, here's the one that I decorated. I did go ahead and I used some permanent markers. I had some Sharpies so that I could put some designs. I put some smiley faces and some stars. I put some triangles on there in different colors. So you could decorate them however you want. I just used some Sharpies. Or you could put stickers on there. You could do whatever you want with it. I also put some pasta in one. Okay, and if I wanted to put more in there, you don't really need the funnel with the pasta. I just kind of went like this and just put a few in, just like that. And it makes a different sound. Listen, here's the pasta, and here's the rice. Which one's louder? Let's try again. The pasta's louder, isn't it? Yeah. Well, there you have it. That's how easy it is to make musical shakers at home. So if you decide to make one, you'll be all ready for jam session next week, or for any of the other story times that you're enjoying on our website, on our Facebook page, or there's so many other things I know you're enjoying throughout this time. So enjoy your musical shakers for whatever you're doing. And then if you check back in next week for our kitchen band edition of Jam Session, you'll be all set to go with our shakers. And you might have some other ideas of what you could use in a kitchen band, like paper towel holders that you could decorate to use as sticks, or a trumpet. We've got some spoons, or even some pot cover cymbals. Thanks for joining us today, and don't forget to check out NPL's Facebook page for lots of fun. We miss you. Be safe and well.